Welcome back, Guardians, to another Destiny lore video. I know it's been a while since the last video, but I plan on changing that and doing things a little more regularly. I know I usually cover lore on relevant topics, but I want to have a little fun with this video. Lately, SIVA has been a hot topic in the Destiny community, so I figured this would be the perfect time to get people in the loop on what SIVA is and why people want it back so badly. As always, this is just my interpretation of the lore, so not everything will be 100% factual, but it will be as accurate as I can get. If there is something you interpret differently than me, sound off in the comments and we may have a discussion. That being said, let's get to it. SIVA is a creation of Clovis Bray made during the Golden Age. I know the trending phrase for SIVA is Season of the Plague, but SIVA is actually a nanotechnology that can break down any existing matter. These nanites follow a programmable directive, and they do not stop working until that directive is complete. As stated before, it can be used to break down matter, but it can also be used to form shapes and enhance anything. It was even used to reanimate the dead Iron Lords, so it's no surprise that SIVA is sought out by the Fallen during the Rise of Iron campaign. SIVA was controlled by the fragment of Rasputin on Earth, the Rasputin we encountered during Destiny 1. Rasputin used SIVA as bait to kill the Iron Lords until being locked away by Saladin in the cutscene we see at the beginning of Rise of Iron. This wasn't permanent, as the Fallen, led by Axis, ended up using SIVA and caused the SIVA crisis. They wanted to use it to turn themselves into machine gods instead of worshipping them. SIVA turned out to be a formidable force against Guardians because of its diversity in the ways it can be used. The Guardian had to fight to destroy the replication chamber and stop the production of SIVA. Then we go into Axis Lair and stop the leftover Fallen using SIVA in the Wrath of the Machine raid. After that was handled, the Vanguard quarantined off the Plague Lands in hopes of preventing it from spreading. We believe that was the end of SIVA until it was revealed that our old rifle, Outbreak Prime, or Outbreak Perfected, which was thought to be destroyed when Gaul attacked the tower, was actually held in a Cryptarch vault in the old tower. This was proven by an Elixni ally, Mithrax, who warned us that Aramis, yes, that Aramis, was leading a raid on the old tower to steal Outbreak Perfected to weaponize SIVA once again. We end up stopping this raid in the 0 Hour mission. So as it stands right now, we have the last known form of SIVA in our possession again. Or do we? Now this is where things get interesting and we delve into speculation territory. If we destroyed the replication chamber and quarantined off the Plague Lands, how can SIVA even return? It was revealed during Destiny 1 that SIVA was planned to be used for Project Exodus. Project Exodus was a project to send humans to habitable planets in other solar systems to escape the collapse. These ships were called Exodus Black, White, Blue, Red, and Green. If that sounds familiar to you, that is because we see remnants of these ships in-game on Nessus and on Earth. So these ships obviously never even made it to their destinations. Exodus Blue, White, and Green crashed in the Cosmodrome, so it's safe to say that SIVA was probably already contained during the SIVA crisis from those ships. Exodus Green was actually the colony ship where the Awoken were created. We learned that whatever tech they couldn't get off the ship was already destroyed, so unless the Awoken are hiding their SIVA from us, we can count that as a loss. That leaves us with Exodus Black and Red. Exodus Black was crashed on Nessus, and we see remnants of this ship in the area where Failsafe resides. Failsafe was the AI on Exodus Black. We actually have no idea what happened with the SIVA that was on this ship, so it is very much possible that it could come into play in a potential SIVA season. The story of Exodus Red is even more mysterious. In the lore card Old Russia 2, we learned through the perspective of the ship's AI that liftoff was highly unlikely. It is never confirmed what happened to the ship or if it even left Earth, so the SIVA on this ship is also unaccounted for. My personal theory, if Bungie ever decides to bring back SIVA, is that one of our enemies will encounter the SIVA held on these ships and will use them against us, and we will have to prevent another SIVA crisis. Since Nessus is heavily inhabited by the Vex, they could be a potential candidate for wielding SIVA. Cabal is also a likely candidate. In Season of the Chosen, we learn that there are Cabal that do not agree with Kaido and her alliance with the Vanguard, so maybe this rogue squadron of Cabal could use SIVA against us once they find it on Nessus. Those seem like the most likely storylines for a potential return of SIVA in a Season of the Plague. That's all I have for this video. Hopefully I helped some of you understand what SIVA is. Feel free to let me know in the comments what are your theories on how SIVA could return. Also, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe. Remember, I plan on doing these videos more regularly, so you don't want to miss out. Thank you for watching.